a quick pause here. Some of you guys, if you are able to now see the audio, please go ahead and confirm. I know a couple of people are logging in from different links. So we'll just take a second, let you guys get caught up here. And also with a few of those, if you can just confirm that the audio is working out okay. Gene, I see you back on the session. Want to make sure that you can hear the audio there pretty good on your end. And all right, Lauren, go ahead, continue.
Cool. Okay. And actually, that kind of ends my little thing on Facebook. So, like I said, it's bite-sized chunks for you. Basically, it's, hey, we're going to start with Facebook. That's what I'm going to go into more on tomorrow's session. And it's just getting you to start thinking that. So, the first thing is just, I'm sure all of you guys have a personal Facebook page. So, it's just start thinking whatever it is that you're posting or engaging in on Facebook, just, you want to add value and not be spammy, but just start kind of adjusting things slightly so you're going in that direction of branding yourself so people are aware of what it is that you do.
What if it's in the hospital?
We got Jason on. I don't think he realized he's not unmuted, so let me go ahead and put him on mute and hide him from the broadcast. All right, awesome. So 1 second. So you good to go on your end, Lauren?
Yep.
Awesome, awesome. So Lauren, again, great recap on a couple of things. Now, on those slides that you shared over the next couple of days, go ahead and prep some slides with some actual Facebook posts that some of them can, duplicate and use as a template, right? So that would be fantastic.
And also for people that are on there, make sure to add both Gil and myself on Facebook, and then you can kind of see what it is that we're posting, that we're careful not to be spammy on it, but that's kind of the idea that we're talking about, and you can see basically real-time examples of what it is that we're posting as well.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So once again, welcome to those that are just joining us. We're getting our next wave of people logging on. You should be able to see my screen here shortly. I'll go ahead and share it. But welcome. As you know, my name is Gil, and if this is the first time you're joining us, thank you for hopping on. Lauren just did an awesome breakdown. And again, integrating your social media, and she'll be preparing some, posts that you can duplicate and, of course, modify so that it matches your niche. Why are you here? Well, you're here if you, first and foremost, because you want to learn how to make money online, whether it's in the form of a blog, by you blogging, posting stuff daily, writing reviews, or with regards to your website. I am a full-time real estate investor. That's how I make a living flipping houses. Really interesting because in between our revenue as a real estate company in comparison to what we have done online and the potential there, this year's project is going to be, personally for me, you're going to watch over my shoulder how I build a website from the ground up, the same website and content that generated a little over 20,000 just in the online internet marketing space. Okay, you should already have a copy to our affiliate membership club where it talks about affiliate marketing, gives you an overview, and it's exceptionally helpful for those that are just getting started out. That is complimentary. That is our thank you for joining us live on this web series. All right, so do take advantage of that. And again, part of the other bonuses that you do get is you do get researched keyword topics, phrases on the top up and coming trends. That way you are promoting the right products. What is it this year? What is it this month? Is it the latest curling iron? Is it kettlebells? What's the new, what's up and coming? Right, so we address and answer those questions. So there are a couple ways. Some of you already have the registration links to this email. I am going to resend it to everybody just so you have a backdoor key into these webinars. Some people are having a hard time logging on or trying to get into the live feed. Part of the reason why may also be the internet connection you're dealing with. Now at 12 noon, once we open the session Pacific time, hit the refresh button up until the live feed kicks in to the browser. Okay, and do let us know you can hear us loud and clear. So awesome breakdown there, Lauren. Let me go ahead and share my screen, okay, and do a quick recap. Yesterday, we set the framework, okay, for our little website. Okay, I like to take the guesswork out of things, have some numbers and goals and metrics in place to aim for to make it tangible. All right, that way I know I have a business that I'm building and I'm not playing business or spending a whole bunch of time on some useless tasks. Okay, so everybody see the screen here? Okay, it's inverted on mine, but for some reason Google does some sort of magic and it flips it back.
Yep,
Are we
I can see it totally fine.
Awesome, fantastic. So, quick recap of yesterday. How are the goals and numbers going to work? First goal that we're setting for ourselves here as a group is to get 1,000 subscribers. List building. Okay. Part of that list building is having free giveaways, tools, tips, tricks, strategies, e-reports, complimentary memberships to different to membership sites. There's a whole bunch of stuff. For being a part of this web series, we are extending the same tools to you. That way you can follow along and maximize the resources and materials that I'm doing, right? Kind of defeats the purpose if you can't implement the same thing. So you will have access to some of those. What are the free stuff we're giving away to help build our list? A quick preview. We've produced an entire series of how-to instructional videos on WordPress. One of the most common requests for me in the last 2 years is Facebook, right? Fan pages, ads, pay-per-click, all that. So we've put all that together in a nice little inventory and file, and we are going to launch all of that. Okay, so you will have access to those so that you can give them away for free in exchange for people sending you their name and email address. All right. Other lead magnets, we'll be discussing that as we continue in the series. So we do have some metrics. We want to do 1,000 subscribers. We are aiming for $1 per subscriber a month. Okay, we know what kind of open rate we're looking for, what kind of click-through rate we can start to and build up towards. Okay, so we're good there. Now, some of you guys have already started thinking. We had a nice little dialogue with Edmund yesterday on the niche and the marketing that he is looking to do and get into. Right, so that covers the next session here of our series, which is market validation. Okay, market validation. Now, when it comes to market validation, guys, I want you to look at it and make sure that you clearly understand the difference between the two, okay? Because a market is who you are targeting, okay? The market is who, okay? The topic is what. Right, and I'll give some concrete examples here for you guys, right? Your goal is to choose a specific market and advocate for that market. And if you can choose a market that is the right size and is monetizable, okay, we'll cover this in the next step, the tests that you will apply. You'll be able to make money, advocating for that market, whether you're blogging, emailing out offers, so on and so forth. Okay, so an example here of a market is stock market for investors. That's our who, right? That's who we are targeting, right? And then the what, our topic, could be mutual funds. So you could be blogging, talking about mutual funds, okay, as part of your particular blog. That's the what. That's what you're going to be talking about. Another example of a market, Lakers fans. Huge market. They're crazy. Lots to talk about there, right? What are you going to talk about when it comes to Lakers fans? You can zero in on training camps, for example. That's what you're going to be talking about. When does the training camp happen? What do they do at training camps? Different style of training camps, right? My target market, okay, are bloggers, website owners, up and coming, wannabe, getting started entrepreneurs that are looking for a way to make money online. That's my what. That's what I'm going to be talking about. How to make money online. Look over my shoulder as I rebuild a website that produced over 20K in January. Right? So that's what I'm going to be talking about and breaking down here in more detail. Right? So you can see it is easy to get caught up in your topic and lose sight of the market. So you definitely need to have that target so that your content production and what you talk about is going to stay consistent and you have a general guide and flow. Right? The mistake most entrepreneurs make is that they try to go after everybody. And as a result, they end up targeting or talking to nobody in particular. right? You're a part of the series because you want to learn how to make money online or to generate additional revenue for your company, business, or just put some extra coin in your pocket, right? Whether a little bit or a lot. That's up to you, right? All right, next slide. Common mistakes, right? What are the common mistakes? Again, people pleasers, trying to target the whole spectrum of, trying to target the whole spectrum, but in the end, you end up not talking to anybody, right? So finding that avatar, finding that voice. This very well could be, yeah, that's a good point. Somebody here's typing in the send me a text. That is a good point. That's really the difference between getting stuck, having success, and being able to move forward, and getting unstuck. Spell check. Okay, so a market. How do you evaluate it? What are different tests that you can run or do in order to know that a market is big enough? Okay, what am I looking for? The following is my criteria when it comes to the markets that I'm evaluating. Okay, everybody still see the screen or the PowerPoint?
Yep, I see it, Gil. And would this also apply if you have an existing business to make sure that you're finding out what your market is?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That is going to be a part of it, right? Because you do want to make sure, after all, that if you are in the insurance niche, for example, what are the topics in insurance that are monetizable, that are worth talking about, that you can build an audience around?
That's smart. So be specific. Don't just, so I would be an insurance agent talking specifically about one aspect of insurance.
Correct.
Got it. Okay,
Right.
thank
We'll
you.
break it down on here, right? So, what am I looking for? In terms of a test, my first test, I want to make sure that there's at least 30,000 searches being done or conducted online for that market. Okay, Google searches, right? Like if I Google scrapbooking, there's about 1.2 million local searches. So I'm looking at it from a country-based perspective. If you get some extra searches internationally, that's great. I'm looking at 30,000 searches locally. Okay, Google will give you suggestions on keyword ideas once you type in scrapbooking or how to make money online. It'll tell you what are people typing in and give you some suggestions on what you can build out for. Right? Here's another one for you. Let's say the market is golf tips. Tons of searches pop up for golf tips. All right. But not everybody, there's a market. If you kind of look into it further, there are golf grip tips. Okay, there could be different clubs, golf club tips, right? So at the end of the day, I'm looking for 30,000 Google searches. Now, do I come across a search that is 20 to 25,000? Sure, that definitely does come up, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I don't want to rule it out. This isn't a hard, these are, it's not a strict one where if it's 29.9, I'm going to rule it out. That's not the case. I'm looking for a target audience, and close to 30,000, maybe as low as 20, we'll consider it, right? Again, who am I targeting in this section? How to make money on the internet with your website or blogging. Okay, that's who I am targeting. Now, what else am I looking for? Are there active blogs online? Okay, are there active blogs online about how to make money on the internet? Tons of them. How to make money online, affiliate marketing, lots of them. So I am looking for blogs, or I want to make sure that there are other people talking about it. Because if there are active blogs for it, then that's a good sign. Now, if I come across and nobody's blogging about it, probably because nobody's interested in it, or it's not very monetizable or not a very big market. Maybe you need a wider audience, okay, or a wider market. Maybe you've gone too specific. Okay, golf shoelaces, probably too specific, right? I don't know. I haven't done a search, but just so you get an idea. So I am looking for active blogs. I am looking for active Facebook fan pages. Okay, it's a good sign. More Facebook pages, better. Are there forums about the market that you're interested in? Are people engaging in a dialogue in the internet somewhere? The more forums, the better. If there aren't any, again, probably need to reevaluate the market, whether you niche down or you do a wider search. And then I'm also looking for forums, newsletters, magazines, and journals. right? You guys know what an active Facebook page looks like. We can do a search on it, or I will just set up complimentary, just supplementary quick videos on how you can quickly do these searches, right? But just to walk you through it, for example, Facebook fan page, and we are talking about golf tips. Let me just type that here. Golf tips as my niche. A lot of fan pages, right? Top 20 golf pages, top 20, 8 Facebook fan pages to like, or for the latest on golf, right? So and I'll just go on google.com and literally keyword search forum, keyword search Facebook fan page, keyword search newsletters. So newsletters, and then your keyword, or vice versa. So I can see what pops up there in the results. Now, when it comes to, let's see here, the newsletters, okay, you can also do a couple of additional searches on here. Newsletter, e-zine, is another one, is another common term that pops up on there to look out for in the newsletters. Magazines and journals, you can Google offline magazines or trade journals as part of your search, right? Okay, so is a market big enough? These are the tests that I will run so that I get an idea of how how big, how small, where am I at, and that I am fishing in the right pond, so to speak, right? So once I've taken it through the big enough, evaluating the size of the market, okay, the next question I want to determine and find out is, can I make money off of it? Is it monetizable? Right? If you can't make money off of it, might want to, you may that then the whole monetizing, make money blogging website's not going to work. So is it monetizable? Can you make money doing it? Can you monetize your hobby, your passion, your interest, or the niche that you are in? Right? Now, how do I know if it's monetizable? These are the factors that I'm looking for. I'm looking for direct competition. Is there another blog out there talking about the same thing or something very similar to what I am talking about? Right? If I'm currently in the real estate niche or industry. So I am talking about how to find motivated sellers, the best marketing practices. If Steve, the local investor, is talking about how to find the best real estate deals using the internet and how to find motivated sellers, direct competition, right? We're both offering training or content around that. Now, in this case, that is good, because if there are active blogs selling, coaching, products, consulting, then somebody's making money on in that niche, which means I can do the same, if not better, right? I'm also looking for indirect competition. I'm offering trainings on how to find motivated sellers and distressed real estate in the real estate niche, right? An example of indirect competition would be somebody in the real estate market, okay? However, their topic is outsourcing the business. Okay, so they're talking more on the operation side, or an indirect competition would be how to find and develop relationships with your cash buyers, right? Because you have a sell side, which is what I'm teaching how to do, how to find and buy real estate from motivated sellers, okay? And then somebody's offering how to develop relationships with clients and your end buyers, the people you flip properties to, right? Indirect competition. So we're not selling, pushing, talking about necessarily the same thing. But again, if somebody's making money in that niche, that's a good sign. I'm in the right place. Okay. Are there affiliate offers? Okay. Are there affiliate offers? Yesterday we talked about a couple websites, and you're going to get some resources and tools as part of this so you can follow along, apply it, and check out those other resources. What are the other affiliate offer sites that you can check out? You will see them in this link below, so you can click those and check those out along with the banners, right? But there are a whole bunch of affiliate websites and places where you can check to see what is available for sale. Yesterday I talked a little bit about clickbank.com, right? And so if I go on clickbank.com, I will type the market or industry that I am in to find out what is available, right? What is selling in that niche. So for example, how to make money blogging. Is there anything on the internet about that? Lots, right? So if there's tons of them, great. I can promote these products, these courses, after evaluating them, trying them myself, or doing a proper review and go through the experience, right? I'll be able to talk about it and then promote it, right? And yesterday, we had somebody in the environmental niche. So I just, we'll do a broad search for the environment right now. A lot of stuff in the environment. Saltwater fish, how to set up a home office. And I don't know how that's popping up in the environment, right? But geez, survival is a hot niche these days, right? A lot of stuff. So again, passions, hobby, whatever it is you're into. So you can do a quick search online for affiliate offers. Are there other advertisers on it? Okay, and you can see those in your Google pay-per-click so that you know where to pop up and check those out. Gene says, thank you, Gil. That's cool. Awesome. So it looks like you are able to see the screen, and we got you on track. Awesome. Awesome. Very good. Very good. So, you can put something funky on here. Let's do socks. You can become a knitting superstar, right? Top 10 tips for beginner snowboarders. There's something about socks in there. What to buy before your first snowboard lesson. Needle artwork. Breaking up with a narcissist. You can, literally talk about anything and everything, looks like, right? So are there affiliate offers? Are there other advertisers? Gurus. Do you come across people that are positioning themselves as authority figures, experts, people that are in the trenches? Are there gurus in that particular space or niche, right? So like if you're in the cooking scene, Rachel Ray, common, right? Gordon Ramsay, these big names. They now have these TV shows where they'll train you, they'll show you how to make their own recipe. There's cookbooks, right? So is there somebody making a living off of training people in that market or in that niche? Is it monetizable, right? Last but not the least, of course, you can also check out shopping sites, right? Are there shopping sites specifically on those particular products? So these are some of the initial tests that I will run to verify that a market's big enough, I'm fishing in the right pond, and we can definitely catch some fish and make some money here by playing within this particular niche or industry. All right. Now, after you've taken a look at your market or niche, and some of you guys already have a company, product, service, you're already in business, you're already a professional, you already have something to promote. If you are not sure, I'm going to give you a great, very monetizable, and something that you can definitely build a subscriber base around is your financial journey. That's what Lauren's building around your financial journey as you jump into this internet marketing experience, and that's your vehicle to get out of that rat race or make your extra income, right? So I'm just throwing it out there, and we can definitely help you get started in that particular niche and work right alongside, some of our other participants in this journey, right? Steve says he loves socks. Or he loves mismatching socks, to be exact. There's a whole niche I think Steve could build out of mismatching socks, right? So validate your market, think about the topics you guys want to get into, and as you build out this blog, okay, things to think about. You can make money. There's a market for it. There's people making money in it. Now, your website, your blog should touch on a couple key components to help you find your voice, and let's talk a little bit about branding here a second, okay? Now, I want to get one thing straight. The most common misconception out there is that nobody is going to follow or listen to what you have to say because you're not popular. Guys, everybody starts out a blank piece of paper and from ground zero. You will build momentum. You will learn how to build that authority, how to build that credibility as we continue on in this series. But having a reason to exist, having a blog or a website, doesn't mean that you have to be the world's foremost expert on the topic. It just means that you have a passion for that topic. If at all, the fact that you've bought a product and written a review, okay, that alone, you can build a niche, a blog site, an industry, a healthy income out of. There are product review people on Google where all they do is they will test the latest microwavable TV dinner or the latest electronics camera or cell phone that is coming out, right? And they make a full-time living off of that. Okay, so You don't have to be the world's foremost expert, right? This passion will help you determine how to position your new authority site within the landscape of your niche. Ask yourself, why should people listen to you? Right? Is there a personal journey that you can share that you're on right now? Maybe something that you've accomplished or already gone through, right? So, for example, if you want to go into a competitive health like health and fitness, or let's keep it relevant to what we're talking about, how to make money on the internet, right? My unique proposal, why should people follow me? Is because I generated 20,000 in January 2014 just on the internet. And if that's what you want to learn, if that's what you want to do, if not a fraction or better, you're in the right place, right? I can show you how to do that step by step. Now, if you're brand new, that's okay. Your blog site, your journey is going to be about how you implemented these things step by step, right? And how you made your first 10 bucks, 100 bucks, 1,000 bucks, or several thousand, or double digits, or six figures even in that particular space. If you're not passionate about it, don't do it. Don't get into it, right? Because people will sense that. People will definitely sense that. Right? So once again, it answers the question why. Even if your market isn't hyper competitive, you still need to give people a reason to listen to you. You cannot fabricate interest. If you aren't passionate or at least very enthusiastic about a market, find somebody who is. Find somebody who is, because they can be your content partner, your quote unquote managing editor, okay, on the final content that gets posted on the site. Right? So what's your blog going to be about? Your journey, hobbies, passion, and interest. Just do a brain dump, guys. Just do a brain dump. What's a brain dump? Just write down what your passions and interests are. The most common interest that I have seen, regardless of race, age, color, economic background, belief system, is the desire to go from where you are now to a better place, to make something of yourself, to hit some goals, to provide for your family, right? The personal development industry, the how to make money information industry is a huge, huge market. So go through a brain dump, write down those passions and interests so that you can, you have a bit of a memory jogger going on. Once again, use life experiences, good and bad, right? Use your achievements so that you can, it'll give people a clear understanding where you're coming from, what you can do, what you've done, and where you are headed. You can also talk about problems. One of my main components of my real estate website, my marketing site, is that I talk about educators out in the marketplace. Who's the real deal? Who's not? Who's actually doing deals? Because there are gurus, believe it or not, who talk about making money in real estate that don't do real estate deals or have stopped doing it. The last deal they did was in like 1985. It's 2014, and they're still selling courses and products about how to make money in real estate in today's market. So we are providing users with the opportunity to, catch up on current active investors, the ones that we've done business with, or courses that we have gone through, which allows us to make money so that we know the information is good. So we evaluate those. We share reviews on those, right? So a couple of things to jog your memory about what your blog is going to be about, right? Now, action plan. As we round out and close out today's session, brainstorm 3 possible markets or ideas that you can build a blog or website about. If you have a company, product, service that you're already in, you may be an employee of it, right? That's a great place to start. Maybe you need to find a new topic, a new market to talk about, right? Think about those. Get some life experiences, okay, and document your journey, right? I don't want you to get too hung up on on the brainstorming part, because we're going to continue moving forward in our series here, and it's going to move pretty fast and quick as we start jumping into the tech side or the website layout. What do we use? What website are we using? What platform? What plugins? All that good stuff. So think about your possible markets and ideas. Okay, if it's going to take you longer than a day, I know one thing: you're here because you want to make an extra income, you want to generate additional revenue or grow your business to the next level. So blog about your financial and your success journey that you are currently on. Do not position yourself as somebody that's already been there, arrived. People will sense that, right? But the fact that they can follow along and see your progress, that is awesome. That is cool. There's a reason why reality TV is widely popular and has a massive following, because those are the real stories that people want to follow. There's some junk content out there. There's some good reality content out there, right? So, financial success journey. We'll address problems. We'll talk about the different experiences. And last but not the least, as we wrap up and round this session, guys, I want you to start thinking about your commitment to success. Okay. Now, this isn't some get rich quick overnight strategy. Not when you're not especially when you are approaching this from a limited marketing budget standpoint, right? What I love about the internet side of our business and building out, this online website business, is that for a couple $100, it can go a long way. Unlike my real estate niche, where we're literally spending double digits every month on marketing, right? And that's just marketing, not including hard costs like the office, utilities, and all the others costs that come with a traditional brick and mortar or an office type of with an office type of setting. Okay. So we'll get into the nitty gritty of those items, guys. Definitely brainstorm your ideas. If you do need some help, please contact the person that posted this video or the blog that you had read this found. Chances are they're already in our network, they're already going through some training, and they are participating on this financial success journey. They can help you. They'd love to have a conversation on what you can do to jumpstart this brainstorming process, or just talk shop about your new internet business, your new website, your new blogging project. Okay, so there will be links on here. There's definitely going to be contact information underneath this YouTube video, or if you're already watching it here on the particular website. They have our double thumbs up, our seal of approval. We are working with them so that we know the quality of the training and the information is relevant and being applied. Okay, so take a commitment to your success. Plan out a 90, 180 day daily task and action plan. If we're building this off of a shoestring budget, again, let's set some realistic expectations. All right. I mean, if I plant a tomato plant, if I plant a tomato seed today, it's not going to have fruits tomorrow. Right. So let's set some realistic expectations. But this is going to get exciting real quick. If it, in addition to this stuff we've already put out there. Now, next session, I'm going to be talking about defining your point of view. Okay, the branding that's going to go on your website, and talk a little bit about how to establish the personality for your particular website. All right, so that way you can find your voice as you build out on the technical side of the website, which we'll be talking about as we launch the blog, as we launch the website. Okay, because there's going to be planning involved, sure. You want to determine the categories, the content. Okay, understand how Google will interpret, log, and spider the information there on your website for SEO purposes. So we're going to talk all about that, especially throughout the later and as next week plays out. So how to build your lead magnets. What I use, you will have the option and can use that. Some of you guys already have your own, so you're not required to. This is for those that do not have those resources. Autoresponders, lead magnets, membership sites, everything is going to be passed on, and we're paying it forward so that you guys can apply, test it in your particular area. Okay, we're also going to have some guests coming on. I'm going to talk about soft launches, paid traffic, free traffic, and other other ways to build out not only your list but the subscriber and following around your particular website. All right, so definitely looking forward to that content. Check your emails over the next couple of days for the WordPress and the Facebook site and training videos so that you guys can start to soak up that content here while waiting for this to go live. All right. So with that in mind, guys, let me touch base here with Lauren, see if there's anything else on her end as we close out this session. Doesn't look like there's any questions popping up, but Lauren, thoughts?
Yeah, everything sounds good. And then just so, any of the people that are specifically business owner, because I'm in that regards, hey, all of this is applicable. If you're overwhelmed by it, then start, with your bite-sized elephant. Start with just a Facebook. Once you're ready to start implementing all of the monetization on your website, that's where all the ninja stuff from Gil comes in. So, awesome if you guys are, all in and want to just dive in. I'm definitely doing that. But I don't want other people to get scared away because they just feel overwhelmed. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know anything with this. And, so it's just basically there's the slow start, there's the fast start. You can do it all at once or, kind of just go at your own pace.
Awesome. So couple questions are coming in text wise. So yes, we are providing different lead magnets that you can use for people to opt into your list. Somebody here liked that nifty little trick with the Affiliate Profits Club. Our affiliate membership site. Lauren, you still have that link? You can type in the chat window for. We have somebody that's.
Yeah. Let me just grab it. I just have to go grab it from the Facebook group where I posted it. So then that's where I copy pasted it in.
All right, cool. So we'll wait for Lauren to go ahead and share that. That way you guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. And again, other lead magnet tools that we will be sharing. Are you guys going to be focusing on monthly membership revenue, one-time product sales? Basically trying to get an idea. ... says, how do you say it? Oh, Victoria. Okay. Sorry, I was reading the other comment there on your last message. We're going to deal a little bit with a combination of them. Okay. We're going to start out with some easy products to promote out there, the common ones. And if some of you are following along closely, these video sessions that we are actually producing are in itself affiliate and revenue generating activities. And you're going to see how when I review these videos about a week from now, which you can apply directly to your blog. Right. We are going to do monthly membership and recurring. A portion of the revenues generated online are from members of that website. They will pay anywhere from $1 to $27. That's the going trend or rate right now to be a part of a community inside of that website or to continue to gain access to the content on that particular website. Right? So yes, we will be talking about that so that you can build your own monthly recurring. Okay. I will also be addressing paid traffic. Gil, in the preview video for the registration page, you talk about building 2,600 subscribers in a week. How did you do that? There's a specific training that we're going to go through on how we executed that campaign. But after we ran and tested that, it was like a new lease on life for me. Finding out that my list, my subscriber, our member, that somebody packed everything and took off. It's like getting hit by a bus, right? It's like finding out from HR that, hey, we're letting you go with no notice, nothing, just disappeared, gone with the wind. To add insult to injury, go on to find out that they launched exactly what I had planned, had in the pipeline, had assembled over the last 2 years, and generated, over 6 figures in revenue. Right? So, I get where you're at if you are looking to bounce back. Right? If you're looking to rebuild, or maybe just like me, where come out of the gate guns blazing. So we will have a specific session on that module and that list building exercise. Though that list that we generated are pre-qualified leads. That's how we generate our traffic. So we want to show you guys how to generate pre-qualified high quality traffic, right? There's a big difference between somebody that has bought or has a proven track record of buying products in your industry and you get 1,000 of those as opposed to getting 5,000 random emails on the internet. Right. Other than that, guys, no other questions popping up on here. Thank you to those that joined us live. We will send the video replay here for everybody, and hopefully we can get that thing sorted out. Guys, for all the admins, panelists, and contributors, I will open the session at 11:30, and do not use the admin link. I think what caused the fritz here today, several people tried to use the admin link, and so there were several rooms opened for the 12 noon session, and people ended up in different places. Looks like everybody was able to find their way here. I'll send an email to everybody so that tomorrow we shouldn't have any tech issues, or at least we can try to eliminate that as a possible one. Okay, so awesome, guys. Gil here. Lauren, any last tips, tricks, or word for everybody before we jump off?
Nope. I think we're good. We're just going to continue on Facebook. There's not too much that I went into detail today, just kind of bigger picture idea. Yes, we know it's, from my standpoint, when I was learning all of this as a business owner, yeah, I get it's overwhelming. That's why I'm going to go slow for everyone that's just getting into the social media aspect, so it does not overwhelm you. So that's this point. And then, like I said, you're kind of the fast track. If you guys want to do both, awesome. But there's that way it piggybacks to whatever people's needs are.
Awesome. So last but not the least, guys, if we aren't already connected on Facebook, like I said, if you have something you want reviewed, a marketing campaign, or maybe you want to have a conversation about how to get your website and blog started, contact us so we can have a conversation and do a little bit of some brainstorming, talk shop, and help you get set up and running. Right. Do add me on Facebook. Go to fbgill.com and you'll be able to send me a Facebook friend request. I cannot receive messages if we aren't direct contacts on Facebook. So I'm not ignoring those messages. I just never see them because they go to the junk folder. So fbgill.com. This is a lovely picture of Lauren and her good friend here. So you can go ahead and add her to your network as well. All right. So once again, guys, this is Gil. Thanks for joining us on our internet marketing training session, Monday through Fridays, 12 noon. Replays are available within the same day. The edited content with the notes will be sent and posted online so that you can check out that information once it is available. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you on the next live session first thing tomorrow. Hey, Lauren, I see the little one on there. Holler before we hop on.
Yes, my feathered little one.
Nice. Very cool.
Yes.
Share the camera real quick. I think it's just showing your picture.
Oh, it is? That's funny. Let's see. Do you guys see Phoenix? Oh, nice. Do you guys see him?
Steve, are you seeing it? There it is.
There you go. Say hi, Phoenix.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for hopping on, guys. Do appreciate it. Lauren did send the link. We'll sign off here in a second. Hopefully you guys got it, and we will resend it in the form of an email as well. Have an excellent day, everybody. We'll see you on the next live session. Bye-bye.
Bye.